Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and today we're looking at Fairy Tale chapter 472. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of the chapter, I want to thank all those that are watching my videos, the ones that are participating by liking, by commenting, by subscribing. Just to go over the ground rules. If there's something that I'm doing in my videos that you like, please leave a thumbs up, and any positive comments that you want to leave in the in the comment section below. If there's something that you don't like and you think I need to work on it, please leave a dislike, but also definitely leave some constructive criticism in the section below. Of course, if you want to troll, there's no point, I'm probably not going to pay attention. But in any case, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I will leave a section round about here, throughout a button that you can click on at any point throughout this video, so please do so if you haven't already done so, and thank you very much. Moving on. So in summary, the chapter itself is very centric around Laxus versus Wahl. As in the title, the name is literally Wahl versus Laxus. So as that's the case, there will be three major points, as well as a fourth one that's more for speculation. But let's get into the review. Point number one, the battle ensues. Now the battle itself has been set up to be really good. They do a really good job with this story. So the way the actual battle kind of covers the way it works in the chapter is it starts off with the battle, it goes off a little bit, and then it comes back. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus the first point all about this battle, to kind of see what's going on. So the way it starts, Wahl has been pushed back for him to even go ho-ho. So he's surprised by Laxus's power. So the alchemist, Wahl, that's what he's known as, the alchemist, uses zinc and copper and other elements to effectively create bullets to fire out against Laxus. Laxus, knowing that the metal sends off some lightning, and basically surprises the enemy. Now this is seen all over the fight area, because even to the point where we get Grey there, who's kind of smiling, saying, "Oh, this kind of weather's perfectly normal in Magnolia. Sunny with a chance of Laxus." And he even says, he goes, "Okay, and a bit of icy frost," and he just starts freezing people up. So it's interesting that, you know, the fight himself, the fact that Grey's there and Laxus there, Grey's kind of shown is getting more confidence with Laxus being on the battlefield. So going back to the battle itself, this is where Wahl really kind of counterattacks. He basically says, "Look, lightning's not going to work on me," and starts doing the counterattack. And there's a position where he does his counterattack, using his lightning. He gets behind Wahl, puts him down, takes him for a ride, to the point where Wahl even recognizes the fact that even in a weakened position, after analyzing and realizing what damage he's done to his organs, his power is still top tier, which forces Wahl to change his mode. Being that he's mechanical and is an alchemist, his body's like a robot, an android, he changes his form into assault mode. So as he goes into assault mode, he kind of changes how his power is going to be used. It reinforces his exoskeleton, because he goes, "I have to do this, because if I'm not careful, I will get taken out." So basically he goes into assault mode, focuses specifically on Laxus, and goes in for the battle. The problem we have with this, and this is probably the worst timing, I guess, is Laxus' body starts giving out, which really has me worried for him, because throughout the story we saw him, he was cocky, he was arrogant, and his development of his character, where he became a more friendlier and cared about his nakama kind of person, kind of led me to believe we need him in Fairy Tale now. He's in the position now where he's matured, he's doing things for his guild, like the whole thing with the magic games. I know people didn't like it that much, but you know, it's a shame that he's in this position. I really hope they find something for him. I'll leave a little bit more in the speculation part at the end, but that's the battle between Wahl and Laxus. So point 2 and point 3 are relatively short points. So point 2 is really about Wendy and Cheria against Di Maria. So basically, Charlotte gives the jacket of Wendy's to Cheria and says, "Wear this." There's a little joke in there about Wendy being flat-chested, but pretty much all that really happens is a conversation where Di Maria is basically saying, "You understand what position you're in. I'm not going to take it easy on you purely because your kids prepare to be destroyed and get tortured." And that's pretty much all that really happens with that fight. Point 3, really, it's the reaffirmation of what's going on with Kagura, reconfirmation I should say, between Kagura and Erza being there, and basically they decide to go to the port. Now this point is significant because I thought what would happen is Wendy and Sherry would do their thing and fight the Spriggan, and then Erza would jump in. It turns out that's not the case. It turns out they're going to the port. And remember when these Spriggans were introduced, there was a third person that was just sat kind of like this, who looked really like a crazy little monster in the shade. His name is Nineheart, and he's also one of the Spriggan 12. We know nothing about it, but he looks like a menacing dude in the shades. So it looks like Erza and Kagura is basically going to go and fight Nineheart. So it's setting up the battle in the south. Laxus versus Valich. The Wendy and Sharia versus Di Maria, and Erza and Kagura versus Nineheart. So it does set up that battle well. So that's 3 of the 12, right? So the other 3, one of them's already been taken out in the sense of Gajil, and another one just got put down as in God's Arena. The other 2 are heading to Fairy Tale as we speak, and we've also got one that's in the cell. So pretty much 3 of the 12 are down, technically, in a way. That leaves 9 more. 3 are in the south, 2 are in the west, some are in the north, and some are in the east. So there's battles going all over the place. We still need clarification of what. Will they complete what happens with the south first? We don't know, but we'll have to wait and see, which is going to lead me on to speculation point number. So, remember how I said we want Kagura to really kind of redeem herself. I think the battle with Nightheart's going to basically be that. That's going to be her redemption. And a similar kind of thing with Erza. Erza will be already in a weakened state. It's probably going to go along the lines of Nakama power up or something like that. I'm guessing, or Erza badassness as usual, right? Now, the end of the chapter has Laxus down, while he basically going into assault mode, and then ready to battle. Laxus basically body's given up, that's why he's down. And the title of next week's chapter is Red Lightning, which makes me think. So I did some research. So red lightning and even blue lightning are different forms of lightning to do with what's in the atmosphere and what protons, electrons, and other plasma particles is absorbed in the atmosphere to become a different form of lightning. So the yellowish lightning that Laxus is accustomed to is your normal one. Now, being that it's top tier in Fairy Tail, I could plausibly see the idea of basically Laxus is proper Dragon Force, his real full-on, fully fledged Dragon Force, using the abilities of a red lightning, which is more destructive, and then by extension hopefully a blue lightning, which increases our destruction. By extension, if you carry on that kind of process, eventually it will become more plasma-ish, which becomes like plasma cutter, just can cut through pretty much anything, I guess. So that's what I think is going to happen with that. Will they do that all over one kind of chapter? I don't know, but could this be a quick ending to Valak's assault mode? Quite possibly. We'll have to wait and see. That's the end of my speculation. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, you can always comment on Reddit and in Twitter. Please, if you already haven't done so, please subscribe. As always, like, comment, and share. And I will leave a few other links around about here and here. This will be a link hopefully to the previous chapter I reviewed, and this will only be a link to the playlist. That's all for me today, guys. Like always, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace.